Hey everybody, I'm Joe. I'm the head brewer and a co-founder here at Bay Cannon Beer Company. We have been around for just a little over 3 years, right in the heart of West Tampa here.
Talk to us a little bit about your experience and your journey and path to coming on with a brand new brewery.
Oh man, okay. My experience, I started out as a home brewer. My girlfriend at the time bought me a homebrew kit, and down the rabbit hole I fell. I was consumed with everything beer at that point. I then decided to forego an engineering degree, and instead of transferring to University of Florida, I went to Germany to become a brewer, where I studied for about 6 months, hands-on and some technical work there. Came back to Florida. And then once I came back to Florida, I started working at a brewery in Gainesville called Swamphead. I started there. When I started, we were probably a 4-man crew. I started at the very bottom, washing kegs, and quickly worked my way up to being the lead brewer there. From there, I went on to First Magnitude Brewing, which is also in Gainesville, Florida, partly because I was working on opening Bay Cannon here. And then we opened Bay Cannon in 2019. And all in, I think I'm about 13 years of like professional brewing experience.
What's your favorite kind of beer to brew and what's your favorite kind of beer to drink?
Favorite kind of beer to brew is just beer, brewing beer. I like it all. Well, that's actually a little bit of a lie. My least favorite beer to brew is probably a Hefeweizen. There's a lot that goes into it if you want to do it, properly and get the best product. So it's a little labor intensive. I don't really care for it. But beyond that, if it's a beer, I like brewing it for the most part, with that one exception. And as far as beer to drink, again, it's got alcohol in it, don't it? So mainly IPAs, barrel-aged stouts. I think bourbon barrels are the best thing to happen to beer in a long time. But tonight I sat on my deck and it was cool out and sat by a fire and drank a Miller Lite. So if it's good, it's good. I don't discriminate.
What's your favorite thing about working at Bay Cannon?
Oh man, probably just the creative process. I am at my own discretion. The creative process rolls, and from the get-go, whenever I started working with Matthew, my partner, to open Bay Cannon, his pitch was like, "Man, it's your show, man. Whatever you dream, you can brew." And that's pretty much what we do. Let's head to the other side of that wall over there and see where the magic happens. What's up, guys? We're back here in the production side of Bay Cannon Beer Company. I'm standing in front of our tank cellar. 7-barrel tanks. We have a 7-barrel system. 7-barrel fermenters, and then off to the side here, you can't see it, but we have a 15-barrel there as well for bigger, larger production batches. In this tank right here, you can see it's kind of sweating a little bit because I'm crashing it down. We have West Tampa Light. That's going to get carbs and go into kegs later today.
What about this setup is unique? What allows you guys to kind of make the magic happen here in this production side?
Our system is pretty standard. It's a 2-vessel brew house, a mash tun, a lauter tank, and a boil kettle. What makes us kind of do what we do kind of comes down to the what I would say the human aspect. There's only one of me, and I come up with all the creations, all the beers here, with input from my partners and whatnot. But it all starts with my brain and kind of cooks from there. So the originality, and if there is the originality, I like to think there is. But everything starts right here, and that's what sets us apart.
How far into the process can you maybe recognize anything that's going sideways, and how easy, difficult can that be to correct? Or are there times you just say, well, that stinks?
Well, in the history of Bay Cannon, we've been here for a little over 3 years. I've only dumped 2 batches. One of them was a bad yeast bitch, which I should have caught, maybe rushed a little bit. But along the way, I have test points along the way of every batch from when I'm brewing it, it's on the brew house, to when it's in the fermenter, to when it's in the bright tank, to the day 10 minutes before it gets kegged or packaged in the cans or bottles or whatever. So I'm correcting along the way. Brewing is very much a correcting process. It's never a straight line to your finished product. So along the way, there might be a little, I need to bump the temp here a little bit. This needs to ferment a little bit longer, stuff like that. So along the way, there's test points. You just check them off. As long as it falls in line, you're good to keep going.
How much R&D goes on back here?
R&D. My R&D is typically drinking other people's beers or beers that I just like, and then contemplating how can I make this beer, or what can I do that can be similar but like a step above, a notch beyond that. How can I put my own spin on it? So because of the way that we operate here, we don't typically brew too many beers over and over again. We have one core beer, which is our flagship hazy IPA, Xander. That is a beer that we crank out all the time, along with West Tampa Light too, which is an easy drinking blonde ale. Every batch of beer is pretty much a new batch. It's R&D all the time, which I love. Try to keep people on their toes, keep me on my toes, keep pushing palates further into new territories that maybe people haven't tried before. Just keep things exciting.